What's going on there, guys? We're back with another one, and we got an official apology from Shannon Sharpe regarding the issue between Dillion Brooks, Steven Adams, Ja Morant, and his dad. Now, Shannon, he took responsibility for turning up the temperature in the arena, and now that he's had time to reflect and think about the events that took place, he's sorry because he knows being between those lines, you know, the edge that you have, the competitive nature in which you take on during competition. Anything that comes at you your way, you ready to tear his head off, and that's just how you got to be locked in. And Shannon, as a former athlete, he knows that, and he sent his well wishes to all the guys. Check this out, and I'll be back with some commentary.
As you probably have heard or have seen Friday night at the Lakers game, I want to apologize for my behavior. You know, guys, I've preached for the last 6.5 years, responsibility and accountability. And I take full responsibility for what transpired. It does not matter what Dillion Brooks said or how many times he said it. Me being the responsible person, me having the platform that I have and having so many people look up to me, I was wrong. I should have lowered the temperature in the arena. Instead, I turned the temperature up and I let it get out of hand. And I want to apologize to a few people. First of all, I want to apologize to the Lakers organization, Jeannie Buss, the Buss family. I apologize for any harm or unwanted attention that I brought to your organization. I want to apologize to the fans that were in attendance and the fans that watched on television, because that's not what you paid for and that's not what you tuned in to watch. Shannon Sharpe should have been mentioned as someone that was at the game, not someone that let his emotions run high and get out of hand during the game. I want to apologize to the Memphis Grizzlies. Organization and fans, I am sorry. More specifically, I want to apologize to Dillion Brooks. He is a fierce competitor, and seeing him up close, I get a sense of why he is what he is and how he's wired the way he's wired. Bruh, I apologize. I wish you the best of luck the rest of the season and continued success. Ja, it was a privilege and an honor to watch you up close and personal. Skip and I talk about you a lot of times, but to see what you do, you're able to elevate, lead the floor, contort your body, and finish at the rim is unbelievable and extremely impressive. And I want to apologize to you. I also want to apologize to my stylist, Hollywood. Bruh, you had an impeccable record before you took me on as a client. And I want to apologize for my behavior because you were in attendance. And if I caused any smudge on your resume, I'm deeply sorry for that. I also want to apologize to LeBron James because y'all know how I feel about him. And he supported me through thick and thin. And bro, I'm sorry that I put you in this situation, that you had to support me in something like this. So I want to apologize to you. I want to apologize to my family. I want to apologize to my brother, my sister, my mom, my kids, and my grandson. Because one day you're going to be old enough and you're going to see what transpired in that arena.
You know, I think that was big of Shannon. That was definitely his time to apologize, because when he stood up and he pointed, like telling them to come cross this line and see what had happened to him, pretty much that's what he was gesturing. That wasn't the correct move, and that could have led to something catastrophic, you know, something that we definitely don't need to see in an NBA game. You know what I'm saying? And he apologized to LeBron and his stylist and the players, because you know, he put LeBron in a position where he would have had to take up for him. If it started spilling over, LeBron would have had to mix it up. And that just would have been a messy stain on his resume with who he is at this point. I think Shannon, you know, he having time to reflect is good. And that's why I always say it's never good to make certain decisions off of emotions. You know what I'm saying? You can make the craziest decision when you're emotional. So sleep on some things, and when you wake up, most of the times the things that you're mad about, if they ain't all the way out your mind, they're at least far enough. You know how to remove yourself from the situation and avoid it, pretty much, instead of going out and physically doing harm to somebody or getting some harm done to yourself. So I'm happy that Shannon Sharpe came out and said this is how you lead. You know, you can have a moment where you're not shown in your best light, but to come back and correct that, I think it's big of him, and Skip could learn from that. You know what I'm saying? Apologizing like that. But yeah, man, I think Shannon Sharpe. Now, we all saw that him and Ja Morant actually dapped it up by the end of the game, and they were laughing and talking, and that's what normally can happen when you don't take it too far. you can see where the signals got crossed, because you got to remember, when you're going at someone, you see it from your lens and they see it from their lens, but your body language could be giving off something you don't know. It could be threatening. It could seem like you just have it out for the person, and they looking at you like, oh really, you know, that's what you want to do, and you might not even know you giving it off, but because you're in your feelings. So emotional highs, man, I've seen those things lead to things that people wish they could take back all the time. And that little bit of rush of adrenaline is not worth doing something that'll leave a stain on your legacy, stain on your life, like in general, outside of Shannon and outside of Shannon and T. I mean, that's just on the streets, anywhere. That's anywhere in life. You know, we've all seen it. You know, if somebody, they get a gun in a quick minute and they do something that they wish they could take back, and it was just an argument. They felt a little disrespected, or they felt like somebody crossed them a little bit, and instead of removing that out your life and just letting that stay over there, you try to go exterminate people and things like that. So that foolish pride, man, that's not nothing that we need to play around with, because it can land you in prison or have you 6 feet under before you know it. And so Shannon, I hope people watching this and they have the same energy for this as they had for when they thought Shannon was about to fight. You know, praise this the way that we lauded them almost getting ready to throw hands, guys. But let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.